No condom though. No condom though.
Yeah, I don't know, man. It's
And there has to be a reason why like 50 hasn't got touched. Like, what people you fucked with.
well, now we can get into that.
Okay, let's get into that. Like, I don't know.
So Floyd Mayweather just went
yeah.
off the top on 50 Cent, and
I forgot where you're going with that, but yeah, I remember.
so let's see this here. Might take a second to load, but that actually goes into a perfect segue here. So Floyd Mayweather, after Curtis went back at Mayweather and reopened this like Instagram beef and trolling thing, right? Said something about him not being able to read or something, and Floyd Mayweather went nuts.
Wait, hold on, I didn't know 50 went back at him.
Yeah, he went
Recently?
back at him recently. And like said something about like he can't read. I don't know what the initial comment was, but something. And that just set Floyd off. And Floyd went off. Like here, let's see it. Can I click this? Will it show me the whole thing? It will. So I don't even think he's taken it down yet. Like this is still on Instagram. Because a lot of times you see this shit like people beef and it goes down. Like I can't remember the last beef, not Flex and Kid Capri, but Papoose and 50. And then I went on both their pages and both of them took their shit down.
Yeah.
Because I think Fat Joe mediated or something.
Oh yeah, for sure.
But
Definitely Fat Joe.
so look at the picture firstly. 50 on like GQ. From Captain Chronic, Curtis 5-0 Jackson, go snitch or die telling. Is the photo, which Eddie can pull that up for y'all. But so Floyd goes into this lengthy thing. Now I wonder if Floyd actually wrote this or not. But
he probably just sat there and told
somebody else, yeah. Curtis confidential informant Jackson, you're mad because your oldest son Marquis' mother doesn't want to be with you. Your son, your own flesh and blood, don't want nothing to do with you. You haven't had a hit song on radio and who knows when, and you're definitely not hot enough to even sell records anymore, so Interscope dropped you. You are jealous of any rapper, athlete, or entertainer that's hot or got something going on for themselves. You are a certified snitch and we got paperwork to prove it. You talk about Ja Rule, but you stole his whole style and ran with it. You are the only self-proclaimed gangster that's never put in work. You need to pay homage to the real 50 Cent for stealing his name and his storyline. Your claim to fame was getting shot numerous times and living to tell it, and you think that's gangster? Question mark. Where at? Question mark. You're currently living in a fucking apartment in Jersey. You are always in somebody else's business just to stay relevant. You should just become a blogger because it's obvious you don't have nothing going on in your own life. Are you mad that Kanye West ended your career? Question mark. The only thing you got going on is power, and everybody watches that because Ghost is a dope-ass character on the show. You can leave the show, everybody will still watch Power. But out here in the real world, I'm the real Ghost. That's not a mansion in Connecticut that you're in debt for. That's a dump, a money pit, an oversized trap house. It was when Mike Tyson had it in the late 80s, early 90s, but you can't afford to maintain it. You're always talking about somebody is broke, but the last time I checked, it was Curtis Jackson that filed for bankruptcy, not Floyd Mayweather. So quick to gossip like a bitch. Why don't you tell everybody how you got herpes from DJ? Where's your memes for that, huh? Or better yet, post on how your Coca-Cola deal wasn't really 300 million, you fucking liar. And tell how that spinning G-Unit necklace that somebody got robbed for was fake. Just remember, I was with you every day, and your driver, Bruce, was my driver also. I know where all your bones are buried, so be easy, Curtis Jackson. And by the way, don't ask to borrow no more money from me.
Oh, yo, wow. He might have just like, you know how like Pusha like Drake.
Yeah, like he might have just ethered 50 without a song.
He might have 50-50.
50-50.
Yeah, that's what I was going with that. Like how like fucking Pusha kind of like Drake.
Yeah.
Fucking how like,
yeah, you Drake. Like
yeah.
Back to like yeah.
Yeah. Like I think how that right there is like he 50-50.
Yeah, he did kind of 50-50. Like I can't even like.
This ain't no draw. I'm just saying like he. This ain't no 50-50.
Now the only thing about that is though he didn't really say anything that wasn't already public knowledge or rumor. So what do you take from that and believe? Like he pulled every bone out of the closet except they're all things that people already knew aside from maybe the herpes thing. and whoever DJ is. I don't know who DJ is, but unless it's like Who Kid.
I don't know. We are a different age group. We were talking about how
Look at the 50 Cent posted one, and it was like a screenshot apparently of like something that like Floyd posted. Look how bad the grammar is on that. On Instagram it was so good, but the grammar here is so bad. This was Floyd Rough Draft. Oh, maybe 50 wrote this. This was Floyd Rough Draft before he got his ghostwriter involved. LOL. Get the strap. Oh man.
Fuck, what was my point?
I can't remember now, sorry. I just seen that and I had to say something.
Oh no, my point was like even like yeah, we're different age groups. So I remember you saying like 50 Cent was high school for you, right?
Yeah.
So like high school for me was like fucking
Dre.
Like Dre, and like later part was like Ja Rule.
Yeah.
So like I was a big fan of Ja Rule.
Yeah.
Before I even heard of 50. So then like even like I like besides like the smashes, like I like album tracks of Ja, like back then.
Yeah.
And when 50 Cent came out, and like I was like I seen it, I was like, okay, whatever. And then when he did the very next album came out and he did Candy Shop, I was like, yo, that is Ja Rule's whole shit.
Yeah.
Like I was like, okay, like he came in, did sing Ja Rule, and then did Ja Rule.
Yeah.
Like I like that point of it, like
that point, yeah.
From my age group, like seeing like being a fan of Ja Rule first.
Yeah.
A lot of people that are younger will always put 50 over Ja Rule.
Yeah.
But I was like, yo, he followed Ja Rule's formula, like.
He did.
And like I was like, wow.
And see, and that's why 50 fell off, like that, because our generation were the people who really championed him in G-Unit.
Yeah.
But I won't even lie, The Massacre, his second album, when it first came out, I didn't even fuck with it because I was so upset by the two singles. It was fucking that ass song.
Yeah.
Not ass like that. That was 50 Eminem, but it was the other like ass song. It was like it was a chick song.
Yeah.
And then there was Candy Shop. Those are the first two singles. And I'm like, what the fuck? Like, what the fuck? Like 21 Questions was the one girl song on Get Rich or Die Trying, and it was a hot song.
It was. Even as a girl song, like just the way
it was a hot song.
Yeah.
You know, and everyone in G-Unit followed that format with one chick song per album, and there were always hot songs. Lloyd Banks, Smile, The Gang Special. Buck never did one because he was too hood. He just Shorty wanna ride with me.
Yeah.
This was like
Shorty wanna ride with me was dope.
dope. Yeah, but it was like hood.
Yeah,
You know,
yeah.
like, it wasn't even like a chick song.
And one of the G-Unit album, the one with Joe or whatever like that.
Yeah, which is I
like that song.
Wanna get to know.
Yeah, I really like that song.
Yeah, back then I didn't really fuck with it, but as I got older, I'm kind of like, yeah, that's dope.
Yeah, that's a dope song, man.
But so he did kind of steal that format, and then like with every album after that, he kept trying to do them girl joints, and like that's when like he fell off to a lot of my generation. We're like, what the fuck? See, me, I was a really big G-Unit fan though, so I kept listening. I would just listen to the mixtapes because the Who Kid tapes are still on fire. Like they would go on there and still kill shit, especially Buck and Banks. But you know, yeah, 50 like quickly kind of, you know, he had his couple years, and then by the time the second album came out, like I was a huge fan. Like I had every G-Unit album before that, every solo project, the group album. You know, I was like a heavy supporter. The album came out, I didn't even buy it. It wasn't until like in my mid-20s, like recently, like maybe 4 years ago, I bought The Massacre and actually listened to it, and I'm like, man, aside from the songs he chose as singles, I'm like, this album's fire. But like all the songs he chose as singles were fucking lame. They were like Ja Rule but whacker. Like Ja Rule did Ja Rule like, better than 50 Cent did.
Oh, like as far as like when like like 50 tried to do like Ja Rule format, he did not do it as well as Ja.
No, Ja did it way better.
That formula actually is like a thing that still goes on like today, and like I put Ja, like of all the people that have done that formula, Ja Rule is ranked high in that still.
Yeah, people hate on Ja, man, but Ja's like, you know.
I'm actually like I actually want to get it. They're doing Ja Rule and Ashanti. I think we talked about that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so 50 posted this after too. It's Floyd crying. I must have hurt your feelings, champ. You had someone write a book. I'm gonna take my time with this so I get it all out. We're gonna start with them. Start with your 11 domestic violence cases. Wait a minute. I'll do them in order. Remember, you asked for this. Get the strap. LOL, this bum bitch want in. Champ making up shit. When I return the favor, he won't recover because I'm gonna tell you the truth. Who is that? Is that Usher?
Yeah.
I don't even know what's going on with this shit.
Whoa.
I was like, yo, this shit.
That's Usher,
Y'all
yeah.
gotta go like look up all this shit. Like this shit just keeps going and going. I don't even know. But y'all got the gist of it. You know,
Yeah.
where it started and how fucking Floyd kind of ethered 50 a little bit there. I don't know, would you call it an ether though? Because, like, you already know all that shit, right?
Yeah.
Like, pretty much aside from the herpes. And then
I gotta read the
John
rest of that.
comparison was good.
I gotta read the rest of that because, like.
What, with the Usher picture?
Yeah,
Except
yeah.
for the juice
Holy
box?
fuck. Because 50 is like. Man,
He's a king troll.
he is King Troll.
But see, that's the thing about 50 though. When people do dig up his bones, he never actually he never like rebuttals it. Like, nah, that's not like. He just
Yeah.
ignores it and trolls on top of it. Like,
Yeah.
oh, I must have hurt your feelings. But you know what I mean? That's
Yeah.
kind of a deflection. You know what I mean?
It is.
So like,
Yeah, I never even thought about it like that. Like, he does, like. Yeah, like, he never goes.
he's always deflecting.
He's never rebutted.
No, he always just deflects.
And, like, some of the greatest battles ever, like, the person had, like.
You had to rebuttal what was said about you.
That's what won the battle, was, like, a rebuttal.
Yeah.
Like, I mean,
Even push it with Drake. He did. The few things Drake talked about him about, he rebutted.
Yeah, yeah.
For the most part, like, and then brought new shit into it. You know what I mean? The same
I
with,
think
like,
about, like, that's why, like, I know Vaseline is one of the best.
yeah,
Because he rebutted, like.
he rebutted, like,
I see rebutted everything they said about him.
yeah.
And, like, was like, okay, and this is what they say about, like. Even, like, it was funny because, like, he.
The intro, this is what they say about you.
This is what they say
Yeah.
about you.
And even Common, the bitch in you, like,
Yeah. That rebuttal, too.
yeah.
That's one of the greatest rebuttals, like.
And that's why people say LL won the battle of Cannabis, but I'll always say Cannabis won, because
I say Candace one.
Cannabis rebutted. It's just
Yeah.
career-wise, you know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah.
But that's like saying Nas lost to Hove because Hove has done what he's done since Nas done. And they're both idols, and they're
Track
both
to
in great
track.
positions.
Like, I look at battle track to track.
Yeah.
I don't look at, like, who did what, like, in, like.
And Ether's the better dish.
Because, like the majority of people are stupid anyway. The masses, like, fucking, so I'm like, what? Am I going to go what the masses say? I'm going to go by track.
Yeah.
Like, I don't care who was more successful, like.
Like, Blueprint 2 is a very slept-on diss track. That can compete with Ether to a degree. Because Jay really, like, you know, says some shit in that. But, like, you know, some people think Takeover's better than Ether, and I'm like, nah,
They're
man.
crazy.
Ether just, he strikes a
Honestly,
chord on so many different things.
Even some people that say as a tracker, the beat, whatever like that.
The beat's whack. I hate the Ether beat.
Yeah. Oh, like the. I was gonna say Takeover.
No, I like the Takeover beat. The door sample.
I love the Doors. Like my
5 to 1. 5 to 1, baby.
Like,
1 and 5.
like my parents' favorite band is the Doors.
Yeah.
So like the Doors are my like. I love the Doors, but like. I didn't feel that whole track like even the rhyme schemes on it like the other verses, because like the last verse was about Nas.